Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to my workshop and to Very Cool Stuff. Well, this is part 2 of the Tiger tank build from World War II. On the first episode, we sort of started constructing the chassis. Well, now it's time to look at the suspension and probably the wheels as well. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy.
Well, we're just going to start making these little suspension springs, making them out of ash. There's a few of these to make, 8 in total. Well, this is where a CNC machine comes into its own, particularly with sort of greater volume components. So I'll just show you how I've done these, and I'll see you back at the bench. So we're using 2 cutters to do this job. First we're going to use this. It's an eighth of an inch, about 3.2 milli or so, and it's what they call a bull nose cutter. You can see it's focus, it's rounded on the end, so it's 2 sides, and then when we finish the profile we'll be using an 1/8 inch square corner cutter. So I've just clamped it down on the 4 corners, and it's only on by about 2 to 3 mil, so about 1/8 of an inch in each corner. I've set the height of the cutter, and so we just set the program on the go. So there you go, it's turned over, flipped it over like so, bolted it back down at 4 corners, and we'll just do this side now. So that's both of the legs done, so you can see like that. These leaves on this side. Now what we need to do is basically finish that top face and then cut the profile. So I'll put the other cutter in, which is the square corner 1/8 diameter mill, and we'll finish it off. But before that we're just going to add a couple of clamps, one at that end and one at that end. What I've just done underneath there, I've just put a little block under either side, and that will hold the component once it's cut out from the waste. There we are, it's all cut out. I'll release it now, and then a little bit of sandpaper in, and it'll be sorted. So there you go, they're finished. Knocked out 4 blanks really. I've got 16 of these to do at this thickness, and there's 16 to do at a slightly thinner thickness. And what I'll do is cut them out, then I'll put them on the lathe, then I'll just finish them off. So here's the thinner ones. Oops, we get it. Here's the thinner ones. So basically I just sand the edge and then just put a wee chamfer on. And these are part of the track system. So while the CNC's running around with them, I just jump on the lathe and finish them off. So not much time wasted while that's machining. Let's crack on with these. So once again we're on with the tracks. What I've just done is knock some discs out. There's a number at 5mm and a number at 9mm, and then just on the CNC put a little bit of detail on the a few holes and a little boss, make it look like it's bolted on. So here I'm just in the process of manufacturing the drive wheels for the track. So basically I've got I mean these are just test examples that I do first, a bit of fine before I do it on the real stuff. So basically cut a profile, drill some holes and drill the centre hole. I'm going to finish it off on the lathe. So I've done a little bit of a faceplate fixture to that diameter, and so I can bolt it and hold it while I produce the final shape to it. And there's sprocket wheels, so a little bit of sanding. There's 2 of those. And finally, just to put a bit more detail on that, just back on it's onto the CNC, and I've just creating spokes. And then we've got the drive wheels. So we've got all the suspension items done, and you saw we machined them, and we've got all the wheels for the tracks and that done. So it's basic time to say, well, how do we put it together? Well, it's quite straightforward. Is that these drop in there, need to glue them in. I'm not going to do that yet, mainly because as I produce all the other parts, I'm not quite sure what access I need to get around here. Yeah, and then we'll put these wheels at the various locations. I think if I move this out of the way, like so, and they basically sit in there. So that's what we're going to do next. We'll get all the wheels in the right place, and so I'm going to mark out by using the line rule whereabouts these various wheels sit. So to help me align these wheels for the tracks onto the axles, I've just made a little bit of jig out of some pine, a 30mm deep hole and a 5mm deep hole, which corresponds with the positions of those wheels. The centre colour obviously goes in the centre of the axle. So what I just do is first put that one in place, the thinner one, then the thicker one. Turn it over, back to the thinner one. And finally they're then in place, and then they'll just fit on. Into the axle positions like so. Everything's roughly in place now. Nothing's glued yet. But that's the complex sort of wheel system for the tracks on the Tiger, which as I believe was one of its biggest downfalls, particularly when they were in the Russian front, because the skull got clogged up with ice. But there you go. Doesn't look too bad. Right, let's see if we can put the tracks together.
So that's enough for this video. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Leave a comment, give it a like if you liked it, and stick around because there'll be another episode coming out soon. So happy woodworking.